Hello, good evening, and welcome to episode number 104 of Trophy Hunting. I am Stig, your bad driver for the evening. See what we need to claim with the podium pass. Claim all. We have a single thumb up. Obviously, if we can purchase the VIP, we can get a double thumbs up. Single will have to do for now at least. Ourselves some offers which we'll not take advantage of as we head into actually check the F1 world. I don't know what my tier is. Some goals to claim. The people have been doing bits for us there. The fan zone. Continue with the Sauber career with Schumacher. Of course, need to get Schumacher up to 99 rated. Lots of bits are going to go on the car, it seems. Let's have a look at doing all of these. Rewind, we should be able to knock off in qualifying. When we complete 2 practice programs. Cannot afford to do that. On the aero side of things, we can't do anything chassis wise. We can't do powertrain, but we're near the top of that, so we may as well wait for the aero stuff. Of course, there's durability, which Hulkenberg can do if he likes. Continue. Pause it just there. Start our aero. There's a 500 there that I could have started. It's not particularly impressive upgrade though. So we'll look at doing the end plates there. Move towards Monza. Round 8 for us. On to the race weekend. Take a drink first. Oh. Of course, do you practice 3 the same way? This time we'll look at the tyre management. Have a look and see if there's anything we can do here. Probably shouldn't have gone for that, but never mind. Fail at it. Pick up a lot of resource points though. Quite a bit of experience. It's even nearly 98 rated. Load up. Qualifying session.
They call it the Temple of Speed, and the pilgrims have come to worship. It's all about the speed today. Qualifying awaits us. Welcome to Monza for the Italian Grand Prix.
Where better to be Monza to open up our evening. It does sound as though we need some new parts. The GBH and TC are both in the 70s there, as you can see. Hey, that thing used to do that. Made the polystyrene a lot more thick. Less indestructible. Like less destructible. Thanks for that, Cody's. Will do ahead of the races. Change the parts. Will come at the price if starting at the back there.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
Jeff being nice. There's somebody stuck a can
With
on.
qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll
not get any pace there. We've already maxed that stat out. We'll have the opportunity here to max out a few more stats. At least progress to them. Vehicle, so that's fine. That'll be fine, but we'll need to change it. That is certainly not fine. You know what? Let's change everything. Part the That's how they've been used. Of course, braking park firmly, but we are going to need to work on aero and powertrain. Will be a case of adapting those as we go along. We're going to start this at the back. Be interested to see if any of the infantry invitational things we've got spare. We can break them up and work towards a tech level. Have a look at that in a bit, I think.
Welcome to the home of the Parabolica. Before we begin, let's take a quick... And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony David.
As you can see, not in first. Go on 5 lights. Move wider than a McLaren. There you go, that's better. Just got to hit them at the right angle. Of course, using powers of cheating. Work our way through this much quicker than the AI would. The question is, are we going to end up lapping anyone?
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Probably yes, if we're honest. We could break a little later than that. To Lesmo 1.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, Michael, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
It's another pace one which we don't need. But I think we might be able to get below 134. And if we boxed, I think we'd be quicker than that. And again, the pit lane Sorry, the start-finish line is pretty much the start of the pit lane, so definitely would be the case.
Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race.
Your target was stupidly easy, Jeff. Even without the corner cutting that we're doing. Awesome. 4 cars. DRS to go with it. Hulkenberg is actually ahead of Hamilton. Get wrecked, Lewis. Lewis is then phrase that can be uttered on. That's all nice, thanks to our latest deputy last night. Signing up. Look at that for skill. Seems to think there's a skill issue on this channel. Not always. Most of the time we have a skill issue. Easy work on Monza. That gives us 25 billion places we can cut.
That's it. It's all over and you are the world champion. What a drive, what a season. Well done.
Driver of the day for lapping the AI. Inside 5 laps. You'd love to see it.
And with that, another year of formulas and a new World Drivers' Champion is declared. Another entry added to that prestigious list of the sport's most incredible drivers. And it's another great...
I think you'll find he's already on the list, Crofty, and we've still got 2 more races, pal. Unless Harry Benjamin's going to sit in.
Fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined.
Almost inside 6 minutes there. Lots of focus there. Love to see that. Experience goes down, which is a little bit of a shame. Racecraft awareness both go up, and focus will go through the roof. And they just break the 98 barrier there. Get all of the upgrades we want. It's going to be useful. Of course, we'll knock all of those off, including a new perk for quality assurance. We will get the number 1 on our car next season. Well, Schumacher no stranger to the number 1, of course. An 8-time champion. We can do that because we can swap apart after qualifying. to practice laps because we're not actually doing them. Set the race strategy, which I think is the 100% one anyway, so let's get that done. Can't do the flap. We can stiffen the floor though. Suppliers give us some more stuff. Very useful. They're ahead of RB, so they can get in the mud. It's going to have another break. .45 means you can protect the beam wing. Cylinder head is the other thing that we need to protect, otherwise we are currently done at the moment.
Okay, all the new parts have been fabricated and we're going to have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
End plates we can't do there. Do the cylinder head. That's everything here. On the powertrain we just need front-wing end plates now. We should be able to after qualifying or even practice. Sao Paulo. An ultimate round of the season. This is the bit where we've got to work hard to move it from 98 to 99. Need quite a bit of focus stuff to do. The sprint race. It's going to be wet as well. Fantastic stuff. I think we're going to drive more across this weekend. Four reductions there. Works well for me. .420 experience, there we go. Just thinking, is it worth trying a changing parts thing? Yeah, probably is, you know. Lost Hulkenberg, I'll do that. It's everything that we've done so far. I said now that we've got 99 pace, I don't think we actually need to do these quali sessions, but we shall do to get our eye in a little bit. Which pits we can scum. This is where we were for the SRL last night. That actually benefited me doing a few laps, you know. We could have worked towards some parts to improve our tech level. Never mind. Isn't going to matter. Pick up an
Fantastic, you've got
11-0.
pole position.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Come on, Hulk. Do have a wet sprint though. It's less than ideal. Prefer a drier one. There we go. Change of part, start at the back. Leave these parts in until we get to the actual race. No point changing them before qualifying. And you don't feel any quicker week on week. That is raining.
And alongside me today, a man who...
That is raining quite hard, if we're honest.
Okay, mate.
Got wets on. Scroll jump at the start as well, game. Can't see where I'm braking. Of course, being on the left side of the grid, it's not as though we can cut turn 2 there. Done a good job. Get to where we are. So an Antonelli going side by side to stop our progress. This game is very unrealistic. Yuki up in second. There's no DRS in this weather. So we've got Russell build up a bit of a lead to the rest of the AI. Couple of seconds there after a couple of sectors. We shall continue to rally around each corner. Right mess. That it'll allow George back on our tail. Of course, we're going to bounce over turn 2 curb. Barely get it in. Turn 3. I think we should just disappear with any luck. Barely get it round the hairpin. It's far more difficult than I'd like it to be, that's for certain.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Probably could have stuck driving like a melt for that middle lap. I'll stick torque. Use words that'll help describe what's going on. Get off the grass there. This would not help us with braking, as we found out last night. One of my abilities to turn help me get a quicker lap. Hopefully this is the only laps that we're going to do in the wet during this weekend. I think I'm doing this season wrong, but we're going to continue with it anyway because we're close to finishing.
So that wraps up the sprint race, but there's still more action yet to come this weekend. We've got qualifying and a...
Might have been better to just leave the car in an undeveloped state. A lot more focus again. Probably because I had to stay on the track a little more. We finished the season Abu Dhabi. Vegas. Not sure why I picked Vegas. There we go. It's still cloudy for this qualifying session. Assuming I picked it because I feel there's a lot more corner cutting potential at Vegas than there is at Abu Dhabi. Think about it, lap time is going to be roughly the same, so not sure why I thought that, but here we are. So if we hadn't upgraded the car, then it'd still be last and we'd prove our five things a little bit quicker, but good job of not relying on Hulkenberg to pick points up for either of the championships.
Yes, excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice work. Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
As I say, that Hulkenberg's up to 10th on the grid. I'll make that 9th as we're going to change the same part pack again. So once we work out how to do that on the menu. I believe we've hit that one already. That said, if we haven't already, we've used components for the 1 lap and 3 lap. Well, correction, the 3 lap sprint and then qualifying to make 4 there. We've already done the sprint quali with this part already. Then again, if we hadn't, it wouldn't make a difference because we got 5 laps of this race. So we should be able to knock that off. Here we have it, another long, please wait, hold.
Welcome along then. It's time to see how our driver, and alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Let's look at their seat.
Not sure I like you calling him old, Crofty, but...
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do.
Hey, I have to be put at the back. Never mind, game. You saw me saying park, guys. Game has decided not to move me to the back. Either way, off we go.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Oh, this is trophy going on psnprofiles.com. We should get it between the end of the season and 3 races in. Which, even if we have to do, say, 4 or 5 races, it's still going to be a lot quicker than if we'd started with a proper driver. Tried it that way. We got episode 105 next week, which I'll require a different game to this one. Any suggestions, please do make them. To the SRL Blue Sky, sort of live.bsky.social.
Okay, Michael, we're seeing a lot of tyre wear at the moment. Please try and look after them.
This is one I'm not particularly good at doing. Reduce the lateral load through corners. So as a result, we're just going to drive that little bit slower. You'll notice the AI is gaining on us a little bit. see you sufficiently driving slow enough to stick too much wear on the tyres. There's some would say it's not slow enough as it is. Do not worry about that. Corners like this one, we're going to wear the tyres if we do them at full speed. As we're taking this one flat. We are sufficiently below the average wear there.
Oh, mate, you made that look easy. Nice work. That's why I love working with you. Smashed it.
That's because I deliberately took the mick, Jeff.
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Gap to your teammate behind, 28.2 seconds.
He's not a million miles off Alonso in 5th then. Slow down a little bit there, I might have been able to see him. Head up the McLaren, which is
9
superb.
race wins in a row. Wow, we are speechless here on the pit wall. Enjoy this result.
It's more than 9 if you include the sprints, Jeff.
And another win. So here they...
Which of course I am going to.
And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we
Look
come
at
back
this.
with more Formula One.
Go on, the Hulk. Get ourselves a lot of points for racecraft there. It's through a couple of levels pace, we can't improve any. As you can see, we might be able to knock that off tonight. Oh dear. Lost out on a few points there. Might be able to knock off the plat tonight then. Anybody wants to join us driving? In F1 World mode. More than welcome to. Of course, got nowhere near enough points to go and do any of those. Even after the weekly points are given here. The final round of the season here in Vegas. Hopefully we can knock it off with this weekend. I'm not going to hold my breath. What FP1 yeah, to deal with. For FP2 for the AI. To be honest, I'm not that fussed if we don't get many of these done anymore. 3 out of 3 for the track acclimatization there. Tyre management in this third practice session. Fail at the real downforce twice. That's not helped us. I'm going to get one tyre management program done. See what happens when you say that you're not fussed if you complete them or not. 200 session points and a little bit of experience. This time we are going to need to start at the back. Can I simulate quali is the question. I could skip to the race. That's great, we'll do it anyway. Seems the race might actually put us to the grid with our current parts in. Not what we're after. Energy store looks worn here. Don't have to worry too much about the chicane. Just slip across there like so. Both walls. Prepare like a maniac. Of course, can skip the corner there. From the DRS. Far too early on the brake. Across the line.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
I'll bring it home, Jeff. Don't worry about that one, mate.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Come on, Hulkenberg. Of course, I'm not going to get any improvement there. Pace, which is already on the top limit, maxed out. It's the only one that we would get. Right. Energy store. So one, we will start at the back. In real life, it'd be in the pit lane rather than on the grid, but can't do that on the F1 game currently. repair. So if I start
Well, it's been
talking,
a
it'll
long time.
move on. Of course, in 20th place, we'll start halfway round the kink of final corner. Deal with that by doing that. Turn into Bortoletto. In the right car for it. The Falkenberg's teammate. Objectives left, right and centre here. So that's for four purples in the race weekend. So in qualifying in the first of the race. Hopefully a skid block is at the required limit. Not one we can get disqualified for. So we lose some time at the end of the strip.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Interesting to find that one out. Actually at top speed a little earlier than some of our opponents. Maybe their top speed is slightly higher than ours. We instead can use our cunning to beat them. As you can see there. Yeah, we hit 202 quite quickly there. Some of the AI might be going 204 to a 5 maybe. What objective you got for us this time, game?
Okay, Michael, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap.
Why have we got another pace one? Need a pace one, game. How many seconds are we going to beat the 149 by? 14 maybe. I suppose we could actually skip that corner on the inside like we do to get onto the strip.
Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate.
Oh, go quicker. Get ourselves a purple. Of course, an ultimate lap of the season. We're at 98.5 roughly. Schumacher's rating, 99 pops the trophy. That's much better. Doing it like that. Come off the strip. We beat our previous best.
Okay,
Yes, we
this is your
can.
final lap of the race.
By about 4/10 then. I think we're going to see any of the back markers. So although we got cars close though. Well, that could be just our car echoing. It's the walls here. Oh, look, probably not going to see anyone. It doesn't look like we're going to lap anyone here. It's like scumming in some of the corners. Complete the season. A race, of course, but will that be enough for the trophy? I'm going to predict that we're going to have to do a few races, well, one race at least next season. There's Jeff's excitement telling me that we won everything.
And it's another great day. Sauber have been...
A win for the Michael.
So let's celebrate the end of the season, but I know a lot of you will be very sad out there.
Always sad to hear you, Crofty. Which goes down, which is a shock. Racecraft and awareness will go up, as will focus. A race or two there to go. Unlocking perks now. That's disappointing. Not entirely predictable. Question is, which races will be the quickest for us, because we can backload this season with some of the longer tracks like Spa, so we're not going to have to do those. Of course we're going to stay with where we are, as if that's an actual option. We will sign any contract you got for us, Elena. Let's go with the 99. That is our target, after all. That is the season. So the question is it worth doing anything? Let's try it. Might well get enough weekly resources to be able to adapt it as well, so of course it fails on us. Can we get it done? That is the question. Yes, we can. Can we get it adapted as well? Also, yes. Let's finish season. Number 1 icon for next time round. Unless we get enough bonuses through at this point, which would be great. So it's driver rating 99 there, which means we might get the trophy in a moment. We are Constructors Champion. We are Schumacher, Drivers Champion. So I don't mind the tracks that we picked at the start. So screw it, let's advance. Of course we're going to be number 1, as if that's an option. Imagine some of these will be really good. It's a shame we can't do an online kind of thing with this. We are just going to continue with the main R&D. Stroll replaces Colapinto at Alpine. Bortoletto replaces Stroll. Colapinto will replace Alonso, he's retired. Bortoletto with Colapinto to Aston Martin. Essentially Stroll and Colapinto swapping there. Interesting idea. Stroll and Colapinto essentially just swapping drives, and then Bortoletto placing the retired Alonso. Complete 2 sessions without damaging the car. Can do that. Same with the fastest lap. Qualifying better than teammate. Driven lap in 3 sessions. We're not going to do that, but we are going to do the 8 championship points. If we've got powertrain wise, can we not do those? What are the supplier upgrades? Maybe. So chassis bits to be done. Indications of testing suggest the car has decent pace. I hope so. Our weekly expects us to be in the midfield. Right, better than has an Alpine. RB shot up there. So we head to Australia for the opening round. And of course, we're going to have to participate in practice 1. Thankfully not, he says. Nope, we are. Fantastic. Just let me skip the session. Yay. Cody's, whatever you want to call yourselves. We're not going to do any of this. We're going to look at some of the drivers that are in the wrong cars. Staffen back to 33, where he belongs.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as...
Song in that crufty, time to say goodbye. You're showing your age. Of course, I'm just going to go through the qualifying pace. Whatever the third one was. For practice sessions 2 and 3. Turbo durability does not want to be done. Track acclimatization. Shall do track acclimatization right now. Say we, the AI will do it. Just about got enough time to do have a go at the optimal sector. Get it in. 4 out of 5 there. What I'm hoping is the only race we did this second season. Exhaust pumps in the bag. Lots of experience. It's a bigger game than we had in the first season. Qualifying does pace, we've set the goals. The aero, we can change the part afterwards. Not sure what order that's in. Definitely mixed up. Could be last season's championship order, to be fair. I'm not sure why Folks up near the field if that's the case. Didn't feel as though we had a particularly good season. That is the fence. Thankfully no damage on. What's a letter in the ass in its quickest car. Heading into the braking zone of 3. For a delayed start in the sport. The young Brazilian. Of course, we'll take this again normally. Pole position.
Fantastic, you've got pole position.
21-0 for us there.
With qualifying wraps up now, we have our grid lineup for the big...
Hulkenberg in 8th. Putting in the work during pre-season. Of course, not going to improve there. Change the ICE. So start at the back.
And alongside me in the commentary box today...
Naomi is dragged into the com box for this round of the season. Whoa! Lock on, don't block me off, pal. The problem we're going to have in a moment is we're going to have to pay attention to track limits and rules. Get bits and bobs. Improve the tech level. Is where the trophy is awarded. We're on 218, 219. Might be able to get it done tonight. So let's see who's coming back in a fortnight's time to knock off the plat.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
It's going to be nice to give me one in category that I've not completed yet. Focus or awareness game, that'll be superb. What was the tyre one again? Fire off the cone. Spend the whole lap on the track, that kind of thing. Need a boost in areas that we need it. Instead, it's going to give us a drive of 145 or something stupid like that. Cody, what are you going to throw at us? Is it going to be pace or is it going to be a precision?
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, Michael. I know you've had a couple of offs, but don't worry about it. Get your head down and let's just focus on keeping the next few laps within the white lines.
Which was interesting because I went off after that come up. Yeah, this is focus. Time's coming down by quite a bit. So spin in first couple of corners. Definitely went off the track. The outside of T, but hopefully the game is nice to me like that. One of them, if I'd got the rearview mirror, we could have seen that. But
Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate.
the game's let me have it, and I've done exactly the same again. There. Well done. Clown.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 20.0 seconds.
I'm not sure we are, Jeff. It's going to be much quicker than us there as well. See, we've lost 8-9 seconds. Just to write it a bit quicker on this lap compared to the previous lap. Got 37 something for lap 3. .36 this time around. The DRS sign, I'm not going to use that. Stephanie's quite a bit further away from the field, it seems. Let's see if we can do turns 1 and 2 without ending up backwards. I'm going to hold my breath on it.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
That's better. Did lift slightly there this time around. Steer it. Turn 6 and 7 there. Tap the wall. It's going to be enough for the trophies, the quest. And that out in about half a minute's time. I'm going to say yes, it is. Not too fussed if we have to go and do a second race. One way of finding out. See, it's not popped over the finish line.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
Jeff's happy, so I'm happy.
And another win to add to his
Podium.
Well,
top
that was
step of the
certainly an
podium as well.
exciting weekend.
Go, let's have a look. Beat Nico in the teammate rivalry. Don't get it done this time, so it's going to have to be round 2 where we go to. Lots of greens here. Here's round 2. Kind of hoping it'd say there, to be honest. Suzuka. Question is it worth doing any of the parts, because we're not going to be using them. Do all of those. In fact, I can't be bothered with it. Car R&D look like we're still slower than everyone that isn't Hassan Alpine. It's good for us. Hopefully we'll knock it off here and then we can work towards the tech level. Platinum the game tonight. Wet race and wet practice as well. Okay. Do I have a lap without leaving the track? No. Definitely not. Not sure I can do that. And any of the tracks that we've picked. Bahrain's race 3, Imola's race 4. Should they be required? Got 4 in there. Unfortunately, we can't add the 5th to it. Just thought there isn't a great deal of point doing these practices either. But we're here now, and I could skip to qualifying. Not get any of the boosts that we're not going to use anyway. As we're this far into it. Let's carry on the way we're doing it. 630 we can't quite do, so we'll go for the 550 and purple it anyway. Again, another 4 out of 5 for 10 of the 50 in there. Yeah, so if you make the practices an hour long, got sufficient time to do it, absolutely everything. Lots of resource points. Experience there, pretty certain we'll be able to do it in this weekend. Definitely Bahrain at the latest. Sure why we got the in-game phone ringing, but should carry on anyway. too much on that curb. Of course, our race destination for the previous Sunday's SRL race, round number 13. Catch that on the SRL Stig YouTube channel if you haven't already, for my off-board view, including incident of this very happen. Of course, because there's no rules, you just skip across the chicane. That will be that.
Yes, excellent lap. We're all very, very pleased with that one. Nice
Thank
work.
you to
Come on,
Philip
let's see you back
Thing
in the pits.
for the follow. Though I'm not interested in joining your Discord. At the moment we do have an account created just to send cheap viewers. That's a shame.
Goodbye for now then, but
get
really
banned.
we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Hockenberg up in 11th place there. Of course, get nothing out of that qualifying session. Rating wise, change the ICE so we can go to the back again. Use our racecraft. What little of that we have to get ourselves through.
Suzuka in the springtime where the cherry blossom is in full bloom, but who's
Rain also in
alongside
full
me, a
bloom as
man-
well. Let's use 5 lights coming on to push our way to the front. Sonoda's got the Honda home race boost. He's close to Verstappen. This is horrible in the wet. the DRS sign, that's not going to be used in this race. Not in these conditions. Spin. Here we are on the other side of this wall. Track is really slippery.
Okay, Michael. Right, we've got some clear track in front of us, so let's make best use of it and make the next lap a quick one. You got this.
Jeff. Always down to me, my friend. It's my job. They are on the other side of the wall. We took the Suzuki short layout there, we could have joined the back of the pack. It's getting more slippy as we go.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work.
Just
That was
the
the fastest lap
17
of the race.
seconds
Keep this
quicker
up.
than
Well
the
done.
target. Let's work on your targets again, Jeff. Ultimate lap through speed. That's the best we've taken it so far. Although that is a very low bar, I suppose. Purples. Happy with. Just a green to go with
that
it.
was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Into the final lap, hopefully, of this career mode. Oh, round the corner. Maybe we get it this time. Control is there at least. Castle Oris, part of the figure of 8. Sort of backed by Japanese power. Purple in the middle there. Can we make it back to back purples? Finish the race in style. No, we cannot.
That's a race win and your second race win in a row. Fantastic job.
And it's another great day to add to so many more. A win for the legend that is Michael Schumacher. Looks like they're on their way out onto the podium now. Ow.
Level
After an
27.
event like that, who knows what the sport has in
Season pass. It's going to be enough. Use experience to gain a lot of racing craft awareness. Focus. Level 99 rather. Choose 3 of the 4 specialist sections. Up to level 99, but it's not popped yet. Don't think we have to race with it. Why is it not popped? That's annoying. Just going to check the trophy list one moment. Nope, we've not popped on there. Cody's, man. Where is the 99 trophy? Should have popped at the end of the last race. This is not what we're after. Unless you have to drive a race with it. Don't tell me it's another one of the buggy trophies that we've had in the past. So we're going to need a pit stop in a few moments. Let's get through practice sessions and leave you in the hands of Crofty and whoever the co-com is. Particularly fancy doing another season of this. All of the resource points. Definitely 99 rated game. In fact, I'm going to need to go, so I will be back momentarily. Welcome you back to trophy hunting. And again, we're going to check the trophy list. Nope, it is not popped while I was away. That is rather annoying.
Well, as the sun goes...
Of course, we're going to take our opportunities to shortcut as many corners as we can here. It's this little section here. lots of threes in that sector time.
Okay,
Across
good
the
job,
line.
mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main...
We'll come back down in 12th. What I will do now is I'll just skip through this race actually. If you simulate the race, let's see what'll happen there. See if that will unlock the trophy for us. Definitely should have popped it by now.
It's been an absolutely
second place.
wild weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, not getting a loss of experience of racecraft there. Why is that not popped? I think it was sometimes, if you go back to the career menu, it'll then pop, but top driver. You know what? Let's go do some of the my team stuff. Sorry, my F1 World stuff rather. Of course, can go and claim podium pass stuff. Get ourselves some bits there, of course. That will help us. Brakes are massive for us. Balance the one on. So put Night Rare on. So 221. The spark brakes will put us to 226. So we're just 24 short there. Right. Assign that Yeah, that'll take us to 232. And they require 18 for that one. Oh well, let's go surviving. We suck at this, we suck at this. Can't connect with the servers. Nice. Let's try again. Able to do the file right. What are you on about, game? Let's do some. You know what, let's go to the house. Do some of these. This will work towards our level. Let's track and see how well we can do against the time provided. Imagine we'll be able to get the silver time at least. Don't need to worry about the bronze one. Oh, we'll be fine as long as we nail the track limits on the grey stuff. Away from everything else. Fox much better than us in the second sector. Let's open the DRS there. Break, miss the apex by an absolute mile. Or the hairpin. Cross the line. 3/10 shy gold, so that's what the delta is going to be for us now. That is a gold time and not our time that we've previously done, I think. Might be able to just defeat that time just by cleaning up the hairpin. Obviously not going that wide there will help a lot. There is the gold time, which is our delta. That was ever so slightly quicker The goal time down the straight. That's much better. Look at how much we've gained there. This final corner affected. And there we go. That beats the goal time. Give us a couple of laps to do it. Get a lot of stuff there. Doing all of that. Also knock off some goals on the way. Let's go to the garage. Press the right button. Put the tech level there. Also by dismantling items that might actually give us other stuff. Go in, we can't do yet because we haven't got a contract there. Echo we can do. Dismantle leap. Hoping it would have given us little bits to do there. Rotationals, infantry. Dismantle that, that'll give us a load of rep. So that's stupidly high points. We're obviously going to dismantle. Now the hard stuff. How does that work to give us anything? Garage wise, probably not. Does mean that we can boost things. So if I can boost the tech level there. That's 3 times. Can't boost that anymore, so that takes us to 240. Boost it 3 times each. It's going to take us just short if we boost everything. You know what, let's do it. Might be able to boost some of the staff as well. It's 249 there. Can we boost Echo? Yes we can. Take level 250. That is another non-popping trophy. What's going on? Maybe we have to do a race with it at 250. Survival challenge. Nothing seems to be popping tonight. What can we do? You know what, let's go to Hungary. Tech level should have popped. Career mode should have popped, but neither has, fortunately. Maybe we need to put a part on that I haven't boosted. And that said, watch me start the game at some other point and get both of those popping straight away. That's annoying. What can we do?
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
DRS not available where we are, Jeff. It's 2 DRS zones for 1 detection point. Or the main straight and the one that we've just done. Mostly because there's nowhere else you could stick a DRS zone. Might want to stay out of the walls, there might be damage here, stick.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Go again. Get on the track, you mug. What I might do, I might dismantle the part in a minute. Something we'd get a boost on and then see if that'll
Okay, well done. That's
stick
3
us.
clean laps in a row. Beautiful stuff. Keep it going.
It's 250 and then pop it that way. We might have to pop it in December. So we might have to do the career mode in December. We've got one lap here to do.
Final lap. Push, push.
Get on the track stick. And across the line.
Come on, team! This is just the beginning, guys. I'm so proud of you all.
I'm proud of me
Oh,
too.
mate, you're out there in a class of your own. That was absolutely brilliant.
Achieved the lot. Even got driver of the day. Look at that.
And it's a performance to be proud. A show. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. So
It's exactly where I started. Was where I finished. Importantly, can we get stuff that can change the tech level of? Certainly looks that way. Lots of invitationals. Podium pass tiers, we might as well add those on. What do we get here? A pose. Let's go. Goals as well. Of course we get infantry items. Don't care about any of that, to be honest with you. Goals. Done some of those. May get bits for the garage there. Speaking of garage, let's unlock some stuff there. We're going to dismantle the gearbox there. Equip this one and hopefully we'll pop the trophy. We've not popped the trophy. What a stupid game this is. To be honest, I might as well leave it there because I'm not going to get any more progress towards anything this evening. So, thank you everybody that's watched tonight, whether you've chatted or lurked. The next stream we're going to have is the SRL round 15 this season, Spa-Francorchamps, for that on Sunday night. We'll be on air from about 9:15. Next Wednesday we'll have Mexico round 16 of the SRL. Same time, 9:15 UK. Next Thursday we'll be trophy hunting for episode 105. That will be on a different game to F125, seeing as it is the episode that ends in 5 or 0. YouTube, you will have the SRL action on Monday and Thursday at 1 AM UK. Trophy hunting will be on YouTube Friday midday. For YouTube, thank you and goodbye.